Hello, my dear Cancerians, my portals of love, my exalted ones. Welcome to your reading. Now we are going to Cancer. We're going to get into the Divine Animals Oracle deck, the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, the Rider-Waite Tarot, and we're going to look at what is your ego consciousness energy right now? What are you being asked to release? What are you being asked to embrace? What is a hidden positive factor that you are unaware of? And what is the energy that is approaching you? Your ego consciousness is groundedness. You're being like really practical, apparently. It's important to ground yourself and not become disconnected and flighty. So you might be trying to keep your head from going too far in the clouds right now regarding a certain situation. Avoid drama. You're avoiding drama. You're avoiding too much daydreaming. True humility is a positive trait. I just want to say that you're just being very realistic about who you are and your circumstances. You're doing the best that you can. Yeah. You're not really... You may not be daydreaming or fantasizing too much. You might be looking at your situation like in a really practical way also. I don't know if it's good or bad. Like, I don't know if it's, you know, your ego is saying, well, this is what we see is going on and this is what it is. Like, you might not be trying to daydream beyond that. So, okay, what are you being asked to release? Power. You are enough. You are worthy. Stand strong in front of bullies. Hold your boundaries tenaciously. Be proud of what you have achieved, but be humble. Release your power. Release it to what? Is this like to like release it, like let it go out into the universe? I don't think at any time your guides would ever tell you that you're not worthy enough, that you shouldn't stand strong in front of bullies, and that you shouldn't hold your boundaries tenaciously. I feel like you're giving some sort of power here to the universe. All right, what are you being asked to embrace? Release, release. Release what you no longer need. Move an idea into reality. Let go of the old and choose renewal. Wash away negative energies from the past. Embrace the new. This is very curious. There's something new here that you're supposed to be embracing. There might be an idea that you have that you should turn into a reality. I'm feeling like this is it has something to do here with getting something old out of your life, because it's going to make things feel renewed and fresh. It's getting rid of energies from the past. Okay, what is a hidden positive factor that you're unaware of? Beauty. Beauty is all around you if you care to observe it. Beauty is highly subjective. Love yourself first. Look for the beauty in your situation. That's the energy that is approaching you. Observation. Take a step back and observe a situation. Listen and watch before you decide on a course of action. You are protected. Is this an opportunity to get a different perspective about something? Energy that's approaching you. I don't know. I feel like there might even be an opportunity for you here. I feel like, okay, how do I want to say like everything that's here? It feels like to me that you are, right now, you're being very practical about, you know, the things that you have to do in your life, what's going on around you. You know, you're crossing your T's and dotting your I's kind of energy. I feel like that there's an opportunity for change here for you. Now, that opportunity of change, it feels like that there's something here in the past that you need to let go of. I mean, it could be a thought process. It could be a business, it could be a home, it could be a partner, it could be anything. It could be anything. Now, I also don't feel like it feels like these two things are almost kind of happening at once, or it sort of even might feel like you're stepping into something new, or you have a new opportunity coming. And that new opportunity is kind of like going to be there in conjunction with something old here in your life, right? And this old thing is something that you no longer need. At least I feel that may not feel like that right now, because it almost as if with these cards is telling me it may become apparent that this old thing is no longer needed. Once this new opportunity, there's this new thing comes into your life, right? And so you're being asked to embrace the letting go of that old and embracing this new. And right there, there's really that feels very prominent to me, that there's a new opportunity here. It's kind of like, you know, like, I don't know, let's say it's like it has something to do with your work or your finances. Imagine that you go to work somewhere every day, and then like kind of out of the blue, you're just, I'm literally seeing somebody walking along a boardwalk near water. So, you know, that could be a possibility. I'm seeing somebody walking along a boardwalk, and you kind of pass a stand. Somebody is selling something or they're doing something, and you're really intrigued by it. You walk up and you're like, whoa, this is really cool. And but there's something, maybe it feels like there's an opportunity. So I'm seeing surfboards. I don't know why I'm seeing any of this stuff. I'm seeing like a boardwalk and surfboards. Maybe like you think, you know what? It's a beautiful day. They'll teach you how to surf. And maybe you take a surfing lesson and you're like, amazing. And you're like, I want to really develop this skill of surfing. So you continue to do your job, right? Like you continue to go to work every day. In the evenings, maybe on the weekends, you go down and you're surfing. And somebody says, you know what? You've got a real knack for this. There's a surfing competition. If you want to surf, you're like, all right, do that. And before you know it, you're going to start touring. You're going to start like touring and doing like surf, and you're winning awards, you're winning prize money. And it's kind of like, this is what it feels like. So this old thing that doesn't feel like something that you would get rid of right now, it becomes that, right? Through almost like a natural flow of life. So that's a very curious energy. It took me a minute to really kind of pull that in here. Because this card also, the energy that's approaching you is something here. I feel like it's even the energy of this opportunity to take a step back and look at your situation. Because it kind of, there's something in your life right now that it won't fit. No, Larry, if you're wet, absolutely not. No. Oh, you're wet. No. Been raining. He's gonna, yeah, I knew you were gonna find another way. Go over here. Go over there. Not too bad, but no. I just got started. I need the whole table. Honey bunny. Oh, is it raining? Did you come in out of the rain? Yeah, you couldn't get wet. You gotta come into shelter. Were you safe and warm and loved? Yes, okay. You're safe and warm and loved. There you go. That's a good boy. No, you can't on the no. Nah. Boundaries. Thank you. I'm not rejecting you as a living entity. I'm just saying that it's the faces. Okay. Oh, jeez Louise. Look at cats at the bottom. Look at the cat is at the bottom. They're black cats though. They're pretty too. Intuition. You've been trusting your intuition work. There was work and intuition here. Maybe you've got some type of intuition here about your work. Okay, you're grounded. You're practical. Let's see what else comes out here. Cancer's ego-conscious energy. Patience. Jupiter in Virgo. This is so practical. Like, really, you're coming out with like a really strong earth energy. Even look at this card number 6 and card number 7. It's even like, you know, you one foot in front of the other, and then you do this, and then you do that. Your ego's being very, well, it's patient, so that's good. There's no kind of sense of need to do something, or I got to get this done today, or if I don't do this, this opportunity is going to be lost. You're just being really like reasonable and practical here. And you're also exhibiting a lot of patience. So this patience could be around a situation. Maybe there's someone that you're trying to help, or there's something you want in your life, and you're like, you know, I just got to be realistic, and I'm going to be patient. That's your ego. What are you being asked to release? This power card is really strange. Let me see. Revenge. Release your power of revenge. Release the power of revenge. This is an interesting card as he holds Medusa's head. Somebody was not treated fairly here. You should release that. No. I think there's somebody, I'm picking up an energy here for someone where there is a situation where it has been unfair. It's been unfair to you, or it's been unfair to someone close to you. I'm just saying that because, like, Medusa, everybody's involved here with trying to get Medusa's head. But the whole story of Medusa is unfair as well. Because Athena, instead of punishing Poseidon, punished her, which was unjust. And then she became this terrible energy, right? Or this, her hair was turned to snakes, and she turned everyone to stone. So they needed to stop that. So her head was chopped off. Like, it's bad. Like, the whole thing is bad. It's a bad, bad story. And there's injustice here. I feel like there's a possibility here that you could, I don't know, evoke some type of revenge. You should release that power and not try to do it. I don't know why. It's not in your best interest. The other really obvious way that I see this is release, like, sort of like, let it go out into the ethereal, into energies, living your best life. You know, like the power of revenge is to live your best life. So what are you being asked to embrace is this release. Interesting. You're being asked to embrace the release. Oh my God, how am I just seeing that now? And the release is power. Embrace the release of power. Release what you no longer need. Do you have an idea? Do you have an idea here too that you could move into reality? Because you are in a very realistic and practical energy. And that could really be good to turn something into a reality. Let go of the old and choose renewal. What we're being asked to embrace. A vision. Oh, you guys have an idea. You have an idea here. I think you have an idea. You have a vision. Embrace this. Something new here. Some type of renewal. Maybe it's a new spin on something that you do in your life. Maybe it's a new opportunity. Remove these negative energies and embrace the new. Is it a new outlook? I don't know. I find I have so many questions in your reading. Hidden positive factor that you are unaware of is beauty. Beauty is all around. If you care to observe it, beauty is highly subjective. Love yourself first. Look for the beauty in your situation. Submission. Oh. Now, right, you're being asked to release your power. Release your power and submit. Venus into Pisces. So you have vision of Sun in Pisces. That's your embrace. The hidden factor here is submitting to your vision. Submit to your vision. I don't know what your vision is. It could be, honestly, it could be anything. As an idea, a dream, a meditation that came to you. But it also feels like it talks about something new here. You've had some type of vision or idea or dream that is showing you something new. And you should embrace this. There is some type of beauty and submission here that you were unaware of. It's submitting to your dream. This dream might be something, an idea that you're also in the energy to make something real with all this practical, grounded, earthy energy. Right? Move an idea into reality. Embrace that. Your idea is becoming a reality. Your idea is meant to become a reality. Energy that is approaching you is observation. It could be somebody who's been watching you. Maybe somebody who's been watching you surf. Like, whoa, Cancer's a good surfer. Resistance. Someone who's resistant to observation. Mercury and Taurus. You are protected. Take a step back and observe a situation. You know what this feels like to me? This feels like somebody who resists gossip. It's with the parrot here, and resisting gossip and choosing to observe and see things for themselves. That's what I get from that. That's the energy that's approaching you. It's also interesting. So is it somebody who is like this? Or you're going to have that opportunity? You have affair at the bottom. I don't know what you've been up to. You have intuition affair. That's different. Larry, I don't know what you brought in. You made my nose tickle. You made my nose tickle, mister. We're going to have shrimp tomorrow. You like that? Yeah. Not today, though. It's for tomorrow. Okay, Cancer's ego consciousness. The fuck? The Nine of Swords. Why are you Nine of Swords? I got to clarify that because you're grounded and patient. Well, maybe you don't want to be. Why are you Nine of Swords? What are you worried about? Death. God. Maybe death? Endings? You're worried about endings. The Page of Cups. And the Sun. You're worried about a happy new beginning. What the hell? Or you're worried about it happening. You're worried about, okay, is there something going on here through like the dream state that you're communicating with someone? Have you been communicating with someone in the dream state and you become worried about it and you've closed it off? You have some type of power here to evoke some type of revenge. I don't know why or what it is, but you shouldn't do it. You should let that go. The Ace of Swords. It's almost like something that you know. What is this that you know? The Queen of Wands, the Star, and the Seven of Cups. What is it that you know? Because this looks confused. This is somebody who kind of like has an idea who they are, what they got to do, what their life is, what are their dreams and wishes, following the right star, and then being confused. If something or someone has done something that is not quite to par for you, and you find yourself in a situation where you could I don't know. Do so. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's to say something. I don't know if it's to do something. But the cards are literally showing me that you have some type of knowledge or information here that you could use against another person. And it feels like, you know, the universe might even say, hey, that's, you know, yeah, it might be warranted. I don't know, but you shouldn't. I just know you shouldn't do it. So you're being asked to embrace release, which is release your power, like really embrace it. So, okay, you're releasing something here. Not only should you release it, but you should embrace the release of it. Because there's something new here. You need to let go of the past and move into a new reality. Embrace. Whoa, the chariot. Where are you going? You're going somewhere. You're on a path here. Yeah. You're moving with purpose, emotional drive. Really do that. Follow a vision you have for yourself. I feel like there's like a whole backstory here in this reading that I don't have access to. I don't know what is going on. I mean, I'm just looking at what this is right now. I don't have the whole backstory, but you should really embrace some type of new future for yourself here. Yeah. What's with the chariot? The Knight of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. Well, okay. Yeah. You see how you have this very earthy energy, right? With groundedness and what was it in Virgo? Jupiter in Virgo energy. But you're worried about a dream or a vision. Okay, so that's the other thing. You're worried about a dream or a vision. I don't know what this revenge is about, but you should just let it go. Just walk away and don't worry about it. I don't know if somebody's done you wrong in some way, and it's like really wrong, because it also feels like it's coming out, like it's kind of in your power. There's some type of truth here, but don't like, maybe the scales are balanced right now. I don't know. Just don't go there. Don't do that. Focus on where you're going, where your future is. And, you know, do it in a very practical way. Manage yourself as best as you can, because you're taking yourself towards like something really, really wonderful, and emotional fulfillment, healing emotionally. Oh, I don't know. So don't step backwards here. Maybe that's it. Maybe you would do more damage to yourself by through some type of revenge, as opposed to just stepping forward or living your best life. Or there's still something I feel like, how do I say this? I don't feel like that there would be any karmic consequences to you if you invoked some type of revenge, whatever that could be, right? Whether it's calling somebody out on something, whether it's pointing something out so somebody looks bad, I don't know. But what I do feel like is that you intentionally pull yourself backwards from a future that you're moving towards, right? Like you kind of do that to yourself. It doesn't mean that now you have this bad karma, that, you know, it's just the universe just saying, you can do whatever you want with that. But the best thing for you is to let that go and focus on the vision that you have for your life. There's a new beginning here for you. Keep moving with that idea. Hidden factor that you're unaware of. Submit. I don't know. I feel like the submission might even be, you know, it's not always easy. Like, let's say something or someone has done something wrong to you or said something that was incorrect. Or somebody took advantage of you in a situation where, you know, you could have used a helping hand as opposed to like taking advantage of you. And the situation might be that, you know, all the people around them might think that person is amazing and wonderful and great. And you're kind of left there thinking, you know what, that's not the truth. It doesn't matter. It's almost like it's saying it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You go forward. because you have a better future ahead of you than getting stuck in that shit, whatever that is. So find what the beauty in your situation, right? This is the hidden positive. And submission. Submit to your vision. 3 of Pentacles. Building through partnership. The 5 of Swords. Yeah, see, not everybody's a winner there. The 9 of Cups. And the 6 of Pentacles. There's something too about timing here. I know that sounds weird because you probably don't think like any of the cards that I pulled out, but it just feels like it. It just feels like there's something here about timing. Like you could succeed at something, okay? Let's say you have the opportunity to succeed at something, or let everybody know that this is going to be your future, this is how it's going to go. And you're allowing that information, or you're declaring that in a group or a place here that doesn't deserve to know it. I don't know, like it kind of feels like that too, where, right, like the timing. You're moving away from something here that's your past. And right, it feels like you're doing it at the same time that you're having a new beginning. But I also feel like there's something about the past. I don't know if it shouldn't know, or at least it shouldn't know right now about what your future is. Because then it's almost too like, as you become more distant from that past, you become less relevant to whatever this energy is in the past to want to even know what's going on with you. You know, like there's something also about protecting. Protecting. You are protected. The energy is approaching you. Resistance. Resist and observe. Yeah, it's one of those readings where I feel like it's not showing me a lot about the future, and I don't know much about your backstory. But I know that there's something going on here. The energy that is approaching you. Observation, resistance. Striving to improve. The 5 of Wands. That's resistance there. The 4 of Cups. The 8 of Swords. The Tower. What the fuck is that? The hell? Let's read that resistance card. Yeah, that's not the right book. Mercury and Taurus. Is this somebody who's even resistant to talk? What is that? Often this card, when it appears in a reading, denotes a need to focus on financial thinking and can be an indication that the questioner must look at accounting, economics, or business advice. Alternatively, it may denote work in travel, transport, or the media, events. Drafting contracts, haggles over document wording, insurance policies, discussions about beauty or art. Oh, that's interesting, because beauty is the hidden factor, the positive hidden factor here. The need to take financial advice. This energy that is approaching you, it's honestly, it feels like it's changing something that you haven't been able to see. Oh, I wonder if it's your future. Yeah, like it's something here that you're not able to see. It's changing because the Tower comes in and this whole thing is disrupted. This energy is really difficult. This is a very, very difficult energy. And the Tower comes in and breaks it all down. And then what? I just want to ask, this is a different reading for you. This energy doesn't feel like you either. I don't know if you feel like you're in certain circumstances that don't, you'd rather not be in them. They're not familiar to you. They're not what you'd like to be doing. There's a lot of practical energy here in a very watery sign. Wow, the Tower. After that is the 4 of Wands. It's nice. The 10 of Cups. And the 3 of Wands. That's nice. That's very nice. Yeah, don't. I don't know what, I think it all hinders on this revenge stuff. On this revenge energy, there's something here that you should bypass. Yeah. I don't know. That's all I can say. Like, you just focus on your future. Judgment is at the bottom. Maybe you were wrongfully judged, or somebody wrongfully judged you. Don't worry, don't worry about it. Really put it behind you here. I'm going to go do your, it's 30-30. When I said that, when I finished, it was 30-30. I'm going to go do your extended Cancer. In the extended, I'm going to ask, what is your inner child, your deeper soul asking of you right now? How is your ego responding to this request? How would your inner child or deeper soul like you to respond to this request? There's 2 options in the description below for the extended if you would like to follow me there. Thank you so much, Cancers. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.